Duffy stays out. He takes the position. On the guy's
Hello. Oh yeah. It's the only thing Haas has done well this season. Tier 3, gotta win something. I should have won Tier 5 today, but I crashed into the wall on my own like an idiot. And then I finished P3 in Tier 4. So that just made it even worse because it was quick. Oh well. Let's see here, besides everyone. Yep. We'll be here. I think that's it, right? We went from like having 8 people last week to be able to win to only 3 this week. Yeah. No, it goes by wins first, and then it's count back, I believe. Yeah, so it's just Stig, Kermit, and Big Ray. That's it. Go ahead. I'm gonna finish watching this over here. Damn lobby. 4 laps. Yep.
When I seem to lead you astray, then I cry that feel pain. Waited for so much.
No, we can roll. I was just waiting for Big Mom and Frank, see if he was gonna join, but got nothing for him, so. Yeah, everyone else is here. I believe. Yeah. Alright, I didn't get any, I tagged Big Mom and Frank, I didn't get any message, so I'm gonna roll them.
There we go. The camera has indeed gone live. Jim, good evening. How are you?
Well, my friend, how are you? Ready for a heck of a day, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's round 10 of Tier 2. It's been an outstanding season all season. It's been real close. And we've got down to the finale. And, of course, we are at Monaco with 3 drivers capable of winning this title. And 3 constructors as well, by the way.
Mm-hmm. I'm very intrigued about the constructors, I think. Stig has a pretty good lead, so if he's pretty smart in the drivers, I think he can win it. But the constructors, I feel like it could be anyone's day today.
Yeah, for sure. The constructors is very close. We'll come on to some standings. I'll do the standings right now, in fact. So you'll see on the team standing it is Aston Martin out in front with 182 points, closely followed maths brain. 14 points behind is McLaren on 168, and then only on 167 is Alfa Romeo. So yeah, three teams capable of winning. There's a huge gap back to the Red Bull Racing team. So 3 teams capable of winning. Of course, 6 drivers involved, hopefully, with those 3 teams. I can see 2 Aston Martin drivers. I can see 2 McLaren, and I can see 2
Alfa
Romeo.
Cap out.
Yeah,
Cap out. Serving for whomever that is today.
Yeah. Excellent. Good. Yeah. So that's the drivers' standings. Let's take a quick look at the driver standings, because this is intriguing. Like you said, Stig has got what you'd classify as quite a big lead with 18 points. Gap between himself and Kermit in second, and then Happy Like Pie a further 5 points back. But we're racing at Monaco. Ghosting isn't on. So anything can happen. It really has just kind of thrown the cat amongst the pigeons, because anything can happen. at this particular track. It's obviously one of the most iconic and famous tracks in Formula One. We do have some guys who are heading out. We'll do the track map real quick.
It's definitely a track where, I mean, if you get wing damage and you're not extra careful with it, your entire wing is just going to come off. It's going to come off.
Yeah, for sure.
Have no choice in the matter.
No, absolutely. So we're headed to the Principality. It is one of the most iconic racetracks, labeled sometimes boring and a bit of a procession. It makes qualification incredibly important. There are 19 turns, so even though it is one of the shorter tracks, there are 19 turns. One of the slowest tracks on the calendar, if not the slowest track on the calendar, of course, with some of the turns that we see. With a huge incline going from turn 1 all the way as we go up to Casino, around about turn 4. We are well underway in qualification. Fatweed. Hey, no worries, Fatweed. Translation Nation, good luck to all. Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to this. Right, let's find out who is in a position of strength. We do have...
I believe Iron is the first man that's going to come around for a lap here. I don't know what times we're going to see because this track is obviously very different from all the other ones. So some people are very, conservative in qualifying, don't want to, hit the wall. Because, you hit the wall, you run the risk of completely ruining your entire qualifying. So you see some people maybe not push too hard, or the people will push way too hard, and they will end their qualifying early. So like you just said, qualifying is very important here, but I don't know what times we'll see amongst the top here.
Well, we've got our first 2 times on the board. It's Boogs went first with an 11.9, then Gary with 11.7, and immediately Semtex has done a 10.7 and Stig's done a 10.5. So the championship leader goes provisional with a 10.5. Tech Speedy goes third. Rampage has crashed out.
One. Fortunate for him.
Yeah, Rampage has crashed out and spun out at Casino at turn 4.
Yep. Definitely one of those corners where if you're pushing a little too hard, the rear end can step out on you, and trying to save it is nearly impossible. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Tolby's
that's
in,
the
of
case
course.
On a lot of places on this track, though. So.
Yeah, I'd forgotten Tolby was actually in. Let me see if I can find somebody who's actually driving at the minute, because J-Joe, he's one of our qualification specialists. That went a little bit laggy for me. He's come down to...
Nope.
No, that's that ruined. That might have been something to do with disconnect, because it looked bizarre as he came out of the tunnel.
I don't know, and I think he may have been on a lap when... coming up to the corner where Rampage had crashed, so I think it may have thrown off his lap a little bit. So, yeah, he's just pulling right into the pits.
Well, I'm currently watching Fake Mano, one of our team principals in the AlphaTauri. He's just come through Portier, going down in through the tunnel now, down towards that Nouvelle chicane with a long run where it does catch you out. Sometimes if you mistime it, there is close wall and close contact. He gets through the Nouvelle chicane, well, heads down towards turn 12 to back, round through to back. Do you think this... oh my God. So he nearly does it as I ask the question. I was going to ask, do you think that the Piscina pool section can claim some victims today, Jim?
I honestly, with these new cars, I haven't seen as many, as Fake Mano puts it, on pole with a 1:10.3, which is... I think that's the I've seen today. I don't know what the poll was in Tier 3. I didn't get to see it. But with these new cars, that section isn't as necessarily wild as it has been previously. where because they have a bit more downforce and the ground effects, so they're kind of stuck to the ground through the high speed. What I have seen a lot of is going into the chicane. Saw it last race. AK locked up the brakes a couple times, and it just turns your car into the wall.
Wow.
So, looking out for that if someone's trying to make a pass or someone goes a little too hot into the corner, that could spell some trouble. But the most incidents I think I've seen today have actually been so.
Good.
A couple incidents in the pool, but mostly sector 1, turn 1, turn 4.
Yeah.
A lot of that today.
Yeah, I imagine turn 1 will be interesting. Sando Vote usually is in the IRL race, but in league racing, as we're on board with Toby as he comes round the final turn to race towards the line to set himself a 1:11.9.
See if I can find Calm. Where are you? Here it is.
What's he got on the list?
Yeah, I think he's covering for Big Mama Frank, so he'll be taking his spot in the final Ferrari, and we will have 20 drivers here.
Excellent
today.
news. Excellent news.
Great.
Snipped 999. I hope you're doing very well, sir. How did you get on in? That's Edge, actually, isn't it? How did you get on in?
Yeah.
Tier 5 today.
Yeah.
Who won the championship, Jim? Who won the championship in Tier 5?
I believe it was Edge.
It was Edge. Congratulations,
He
Edge.
did win. Yep. I kind of, honestly, I got aggravated after I crashed myself out and went and took a little break because I knew I had to race Tier 4 again. So
Yeah.
just needed to take a step away, so I didn't watch. But Jacobson's put it on P3. He's had a couple good qualifyings the last couple weeks.
J-Cho's looking incredibly ropey right now. He's still not set himself a time. He's slowed right down on this run he's doing now because he's nearly thrown it into the wall.
Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't... He's burning ERS, but I don't know... definitely hasn't used a lot of ERS. So
Not very good through the Nouvelle chicane. Just see if he can set himself a time. That looks...
Edge was right behind me the whole time on mediums in Tier 4, and I got a bit of wing damage, and I was just so slow.
Right.
He just wanted to get by me so bad.
Okay, as J-Jo does indeed dive into the pits.
Be interesting to see. I mean, I know we've talked about other tracks where, like, you either want to be in the top 3 or the bottom 3. This is not a track where you want to be at the bottom here. I feel like you definitely want to be up as high as you can possibly be.
Yeah, for sure.
Qualifying, so. Taking a look, we've got Stig.
Right, there we go. As our other championship protagonist, Kermit attacks.
Yep.
Provisional pole with 8 minutes left to go. 10.2 seconds. 2/10 clear of Stig. Almost 2/10 clear of Stig, with Fake Mano sandwiched in between the two.
Yep.
Happy Like Pies, by the way, the other one of our trio of championship contenders down in P6. He's only 4/10 off the front. So it looks right now, with everybody going to do at least one more run, it looks right now as if we've got all the championship guys right up there in the top contention zone as Fame Mano steals that position again with a 10-1. Can we get into the 9s? That's what I want to know.
We could. I believe a 1:10.1 was the time that D-Master OG set for the Tier 5 pole today.
Oh my god.
But yeah, obviously, as this season has gone on, we have realized that he maybe doesn't belong there. So
yeah.
we expect to see him up up a couple tiers next season for sure.
For sure, at least a couple of tiers. Here comes Stig. Then Stig's into the pits. We've got Gary. Gary heading down towards the Grand Hotel chicane. Hairpin, beg your pardon.
He is. I think he just set his lap. I believe. I think he moved up to P5. He is out of ERS.
Semtex coming through Pacine. Down towards Raskas.
He's up 4/10. If he can get a clean sector here, it could put him close to pole.
And it does.
When he gets it.
It does. By 400ths of a second. It's a 10.126. Sorry, a 10.126. I need to get some of this coffee into me, Jim.
It's all right. We're excited. It's going to be a good one. I mean, we have, like you said, we've got P1 and P2 in the Drivers' Championship in P3 and 4 right now. Both of their teams are battling for the Constructors. I know Kermit is probably hoping that J-Joe gets a qualifying lap in here eventually. So,
yeah, I think Simon Colston, he does have 60% ERS, but I think he's just posted that P5 lap.
I believe he did. He just hopped Jacobson.
Yeah, here comes Technic Speedy. So Technic Speedy looks like he's one of the next cars through. 10.6 to start off with, but he's 4/10ths down on his time. Up on his time. So he's not looking like he's going to improve.
JJ comes across.
Might dip into the pits. Yes, he does.
1:11.9.
1:11.9 for JJ. I don't think JJ's got his setup done right, you know. Unless he just doesn't like this tight, windy circuit.
He just doesn't look comfortable out there.
No, matter of fact, I've just watched him drive into the wall at Casino.
Bouncing off the wall. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's set a time that's 3 thousandths faster than Tolby, and I'm sure Tolby is, Tolby being a couple tiers down. Tolby's probably happy with his lap, but
yeah, for sure.
I don't think he's pretty happy with that one. So.
Next guy I'm looking at is Beamer. Beamer's going to be diving into the pits. He's a 2.5 seconds up, so he's not improving. We've then got, is that Papoots? Yeah, Papoots is invalidated a lap. He's going to dive in.
JJo's going to be coming.
Is Com done a lap?
I think he just finished his lap. Yeah, he's on his way in, I believe, because he's up on his time. So is that Jacobson? Jacobson is out.
Yeah,
on track right now.
The next guy is J-Joe. He's just jumping on to set a lap, unless Capacci is. No, Capacci. Yeah, Capacci's on a lap. Quick check-in with him. He's approaching right near the very end. We'll jump on board with Iron Boog shortly afterwards.
Lock up hard. Grass cast there.
So it's not going to be challenging. It is a 1:11.5 and it's in P14 for Capacci. So Iron Boogs is also down in the lower reaches. He's in P17 with a 1:11.7 at the moment. He's down through tunnel on that long, dark approach. The light at the end of the tunnel, though, as we get down towards the Nouveau chicane, seems to take that quite well, does the Red Bull. Now on that long run down towards the Tabac, then Pacine, the pool corners. 15 and 16, down to turn 17, Raskas. Turns 18, what isn't really a turn at 19, but there we go. All the way down to the finish line, and he improves by 0.8 to go to P11. Good luck from Mr. Books.
Yep.
MB Jacobson. MB Jacobson then, he's now in the tunnel. Go on, you're actually on board with him, Jim.
As he comes down to the chicane, he was down 1/10 on his lap, so we'll see at the end of sector 2 here what his timing is. He's still down on his time, so this could be a pretty good improvement, put him up to P4 as he sends it down into Raskas. Good. That's very important to get slowed down right. That looked like a very good last couple of corners. We'll see where it puts him. puts him, yep, P4, 110.4. That was a very nice lap.
Yeah, that was a good lap.
From the old man.
Especially like that, turns 18 and 19 there. He took those so smoothly.
Yeah, you see a lot of guys, try and get on the power just a bit too early and, get a little sideways, a little squirrely. So.
Yeah, Fake Manos ruined his lap. Snipper, yes, I did just make some changes to the stream, my friend. Hopefully it'll improve the quality because it was a little bit jumpy. I did see that. Rampage said he scraped the wall down by Casino there. And the front right decided to dip. As I am Boogs now, he decides to dip.
I think he retired in the pits.
Did he retire the pits then? Fair enough.
Yes.
Stig. Wow.
By 100th. Yeah, Rampage, that was the exact same thing that happened to me in the Tier 5 race. That it didn't look like I was close to the wall at all, and my whole front tire just disappeared. So... Unfortunately for me, I probably would have won the race. Technic Speedy goes even quicker. Out of nowhere, seemingly, takes the pole.
Right, I've got Kermit attacks on a lap. Oh, he's going to brush the wall. He needs to hope that this Mercedes doesn't hold him up. Oh, he's hit the wall himself.
Really loose there. I think that kind of lost it for him.
Yeah, he must have lost at least 3/10 there, yeah. He does have 40-odd% of his ERS left, though, so he might try one more run.
Looks like he's still pushing.
He is pushing hard through Casino, down towards Mirabeau. Mirabeau down into the Grand Hotel. Now that Mercedes might be in the way.
Yeah.
Hope it gets out of the way as we go down towards the tunnel. Second Mirabeau down towards the tunnel in the right-hand turn.
I think, yeah, that's Beamer. Beamer's actually on a lap as well, so
okay.
Both on a lap here. Jacobson even improved his time even more. He's got a 1:10.3. Beamer is down 3/10 on his previous time, so he's going to be moving up here quite a bit.
600s over. Technic Speedy, leading from Stig. Semtex, Kermit goes 4th. And there is definitely some laggy, desync action in this lobby. Because I've just watched Beamer get 100 yards closer to Kermit's front wing.
Semtex was pushing and clipped the wall. Turns 18 and 19 over there in Rascass, and he's gonna just reverse it down the track across the line.
Got Com 45. Doesn't improve. Kapachi, he doesn't. Oh, he does improve up to P14. There's your qualification now. It's still all to play for. Happylikepies will be a little bit disappointed, I think. He's not in contention with his championship rivals after qualification. He's down in P11, where you've got Stig, the championship leader, in P2, and Kermit up into P4.
Yeah, it's definitely, and like we talked about, I mean, you want to try and minimize the amount of time you spend in traffic here as much as possible, because it's just very easy just for something freak to happen and go wrong in front of you, and it just causes a massive pileup. It may be nothing of your doing at all, but there's just, unfortunately, nowhere to go here.
No, exactly.
But, got a very close grid once again, per usual for this tier. It's actually a little more spread out than we normally have it.
Yeah, but 600s covering the top 5 is wild.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, around a track that like Monaco, where all those slow corners, that is pretty wild.
Yeah.
D-Master OG says he knows that firsthand. Translation Nation says, go Gary. Hope you're doing well, folks. Looks dry.
I believe it is. I don't think we've seen a drop of rain tonight.
And Iron Boogs hasn't been in the chat telling us it's going to rain.
Correct. So
the Moose Racing League weatherman.
At least for tier 2.
At least for tier 2. At least for tier 2. Right then. So cards on the table time then chat, and cards on the table time Jim. With Stig out qualifying his team, his championship rivals. Is that the championship done and dusted, or are we going to see ourselves a little bit of thrills and spills throughout the course of the next, is it 29 laps?
39 laps.
39 laps. Holy moly,
so,
39 laps. Imagine.
Yeah, so I don't think, I mean, I don't want to say it is done and dusted because it's Monaco and literally anything can happen, but Stig definitely put himself in a good spot starting where he's starting.
It is. And it's lights out and showtime here in the Principality at Monaco as the two cars get off the line. The Mercedes and the Speedy and Stig get off the line. Well, looks like a pretty clean. We did have Chosen Toby just cut the corner there just to avoid contact. That was a good decision from him. As Technic, Speedy, Stig, Semtex and Kermit Attack all get away cleanly. It's as we were.
We got a bunch of lockups going everywhere right now.
Yeah, some
Williams are trading position. Oh. And you just... Everyone's going so slow around the hairpin there. It just causes such a pileup on lap 1. With everyone starting right on top of each other like that.
Yeah, we've done well, though. I mean, I don't think there's too much trouble out at the back. I don't see too many end plates missing. There's one on... Pop-Outs does have an end plate missing.
Everyone else looks like they're pretty good as Kermit is attempting to get by Semtex here. He is pretty much pushing him through the corners here. Kermit knows that he needs to get by Semtex pretty much as quick as possible here to try and take this fight to Stig. But this is one of the toughest places to pass. And we've got Pop-Outs and Calm into the pits, so they are two of the guys with needed some wing changes there.
Yeah.
Changing their wings, but...
Kermit is still looking for a way.
A long race.
Yeah, that is a long race. Is he going to make a move here at the Grand Hotel hairpin? He is not. Does decide to stay around. There's a little bit of a train forming behind Semtex now. As Stig's 3 seconds away. 3-second gap between Semtex and Stig. Kermit is 39 laps. Doesn't have to make anything rash in terms of moves. Can wait till that home straight.
So the interesting thing here is Technic Speedy started on the softs. So I'm assuming he's expecting a safety car and going to go to the hards. Almost everyone else in top 12. Oh, we've got a yellow. Looks like J-Joe hit the wall, maybe?
Yeah.
Can't see any damage right now, but he looks okay. But everyone else almost in the top mediums. And
that explains the gap, doesn't it, between Semtex and Stig, and the fact that Semtex is basically holding everybody else up. It's those hard tyres. Not at optimum range yet.
Yeah. Nope. And the mediums are probably feeling amazing through the corners, but Kermit just really doesn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, for sure. D-Master OG... It does look very choppy, the stream. You're absolutely spot on. It isn't your side. It is my side, I'm afraid. And as we currently sit here, I have got no idea how to make it any better. Any ideas, Jim?
Yep. You're asking one of the most technologically unadvanced human beings on the planet. Me and Pogs are in the same boat as far as knowing anything about this stuff. I just put my face here on Sundays and talk with you, so I have not a clue. What could help?
Chat, I believe in short that was a no. The worrying thing is that I am also in the Pogs and gym group of not knowing what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We are dropping a stink load of frames, so I'm going to just have a quick play around. If you want to take over for a second, Jim, and I'll leave you on Semtex and Kermit battle. I'm just going to have a quick play around with some settings, see if I can make some changes.
Okay. Looks like Semtex over the last couple laps has pulled away a bit from Kermit. I saw Kermit tap the wall. I don't know if he doesn't look like he's missing an end plate, so I think everything's kind of settled down here. Got a whole bunch of movement going on. Take a quick look at position gain and loss. Honestly, the top 8 have not changed. We've got Beamer and Epic up 1 spot apiece. Chili Willy is down 2. And then Common Papouts having to pit are both down 3. So we are...
Yeah, it looks like a typical Monaco moment, doesn't it? Where nothing greatly has changed.
Nope. We're pretty much sitting status quo, and like we said, with Semtex being on those hards, that's why that gap between Stig and him is forming. Obviously, I think Stig has a little bit better pace as well, but it looks like Semtex is holding off Kermit a little bit better now that those hard tires are into the temperature range and, feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
So, but, we're 4 laps in. On lap 5, Kermit gets a little loose there, but pretty even right now, I would say. Pretty low-key race as far as everyone just following the Semtex train right now. And,
choo-choo for the Semtex train.
It looks like a real-life Monaco race right now. It's just no one's even attempting, to make a pass, which is smart. I mean, right? We have almost 40 laps, which I think is,
Oh no!
Big crack.
That might be Kermit's championship battle done. He's facing the wrong way in oncoming traffic. He's going to be dropping all the way to the back. He's reversed round. He's around the... He got squeezed heavy there. He got squeezed heavy by the look of it from the car behind as he was trying to make a move perhaps on the car in front.
I don't know if Semtex got a little loose and Kermit tried to be a little, opportunistic and go for it there. But both of them ended up with damage and need for a wing change. So those two, along with Common Pep, are going to be hoping for a safety car.
Oh, Semtex is in the pits as well. So Semtex got caught up in that in terms of getting some damage from it.
Semtex got a little loose, I believe, and bounced into Kermit, and then Kermit bounced off the wall, and how he ended up upside down and backwards there. So they're pretty much. Stig is loving this whole thing right now because he's just following Technic Speedy around at full ERS, just pretty much coasting around, knowing exactly what he needs to do this race.
Yeah, absolutely. He just needs to kind of keep the car pointing in the right direction at the moment.
Pigmeno is pit. Don't know if he had ended up with damage, tapped a wall.
Yeah, he's having a new front wing put on.
Yep. So
yeah, Snipper.
Jacobson.
I know it's really choppy, mate, and I can't do anything about it right now. I'm afraid. We're just going to hope it settles down a little bit.
Yep. So, but we have Jacobson followed by the 2 Williams now for the final podium spot. The Haas boys had a pretty good day today around Monaco, except for Tier 5 when I ruined it myself.
Yeah.
But, not doing too bad. Maud had a good race. Did pretty well in Tier 4. But, it's good to see Jacobson up there. He's one of the old Wiley vets and a team principal as well. So
yeah.
looking for a good result here. We've got Stig is now within a half a second of Technic Speedy. Those softs are probably not feeling super great for Speedy right now. And Stig is probably just biding his time, waiting for Speedy to make a bit of a mistake. Maybe, oh, thought he was going to make a move there. And we've got a pretty... J-Jo is into the pits. Don't know, is that a wing change for him as well? That's a full wing change. Didn't even have one on there. As Yellow would say, that's a banana car. So, he's back out. But Aston Martin not looking good for their Constructors' Championship hopes now, sitting in 18th and 19th.
No, I suppose the baton is being handed firmly to McLaren as we stand, with Stig in P2 and Big Mac Dan in P9.
Yep. And Epic is in P7. He is into the points, but that's not enough for him to,
No, Papouts is too low down as well.
Yep. Papouts had that incident early on.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys are just waiting for safety cars. Basically, from what I've been seeing and the way these guys have been driving, I don't think we're going to get too many of those.
No, everything seems... I don't want to put the mockers on or anything, but it seems as though the guys are driving pretty clean tonight.
Yeah, we had this last week too. Me and Mage said this, and then I think it was... I don't know, a half a lap later, it was a safety car and an accident. So
okay, maybe we've just spiced the championship up one final time.
Yep. So we will see. Jacobson and Simon are catching Stig and Speedy right now at a pretty decent clip. Offs are definitely falling off for Speedy here. I wonder how long he's gonna push.
And here goes our championship leader to make a move on the inside at turn one. Little bit of contact, but up the hill he goes. The championship leader does take the lead of the final race of the season. Then lap 10 of 39. It's Stig to the 4, taking the lead from Technic Speedy, Jim.
Yeah, I mean that was a great move. You could see it coming. I mean, Speedy is definitely much slower. J-Jo is out. He is retired. He has hit the wall at the chicane.
Only one lap later then. Not half a lap.
Yep, so 1 lap later. We have a VSC. we were talking about qualifying, right? That J-Jo just didn't seem like he felt really comfortable there today.
Yeah, it's almost as if he's... he might not have done any practice, and therefore he's not overly confident in the setup. And it showed all the way through qualification. Anytime we were on him, he seemed to be losing the back end. And it appears that he's done the same again down through Sector 2.
Yep.
Now, we've got people leading round. Are we going to see Stig jump in and throw some hards on? No, he's going to stay out. Technic Speedy, great opportunity for him. To come into the pits.
Speedy comes in.
Find the tire
Jacobson
icon.
comes in as well. Jacobson's going to come in and throw the hards on and probably try and...
Yes, D-Master OG, the commentator's curse did strike yet again.
Yes, we're pretty good at that here in Tier 2 for some reason. I don't know why, but...
Absolutely. While we're on the virtual safety car, I'm actually just going to nip back to the race notes as well, Jim, because we did have a couple of bits... Some interesting bits to kind of go through. The guy with the most wins at Monaco is your boy Ayrton Senna. He's got 6 wins in IRL. The qualifying session we said would be electric today. Just with Stig sat out in front and another virtual safety car is now finished, we said that Stig needed to finish 6th or better. So it really is... As we flick back to the race, it really is all in his hands now. 4 seconds clear. there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 drivers who haven't yet pitted.
Got another yellow. Looks like the AlphaTauri of Chile has spun. He is facing the wrong way.
Oh no, he
Trying
is.
to-
He's also picked up 5 seconds. He's going to have to sit and wait the whole time. He can go around now.
Yep, he was.
Oh no, he's waiting.
No.
He's waiting even longer. He's not risking it.
Yeah. Nope.
Oh gosh.
Little tap. I think he's back around. He's got a whole bunch of cars chasing him down now, though. Oh, he tries to get out of the way. Irons and Kermit coming through.
Yeah, Capacci's
Passing
diving
into
into the
pits.
pits.
I think he got some damage from the collision with Chile.
Yeah.
Somehow, I don't think got any damage from that. You know that? Because he didn't come into the pits.
Who didn't get any
Tom
damage?
is retired. Chile did not get any damage there. Even though he was spun around backwards.
Well,
and
and
we've
when
got a
he
full
went to
safety
spin
car
round.
now.
Oh, have we? Oh wow.
Yep.
Why do we have a full safety car
Tom
now?
crashed in the pool section.
Oh, he crashed in the pool section. I
Tom
thought
had crashed
he was in the pits.
Nope, he crashed in the pool section, and just as I said that there wasn't going to be any accidents in the pool section, there was an accident.
There was an accident in the pool section. Good evening,
So, there
Pete.
we are.
Yeah, full safety car.
So,
There we go. We'll see the pits no doubt light up with those top 8 runners, or 6 runners as it now is. Can Stig get himself out in
I
front?
believe, damn, Mac 5 through. That's going to hurt McLaren in the Constructors Championship, I believe.
Yeah. Rampage
I don't
didn't
know. That's
hit there.
it's
Stig
really
picks
weird.
up a 3-second penalty for corner cutting out of the pits. Now that, I'm not too sure about that. I thought you had to go that way, coming out of the pit lane.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me check the race director and see what we got here. Incidents.
Maud says, can we restart the stream? I'll do my best, Maud, while we're under safety car conditions.